it's Alphonse with Muse Beauty, and today we've come together to talk to you about the Viseart Grande Pro palette concepts. There are two. First is the Volume 1, which are all matte pigments, and then this year they've introduced the Volume 2, which are your textured pigments. Now let's take a moment and kind of go a little bit into the design and the function of each one. First of all, with the matte palette, what you find is that you'll have 30 matte pigment shades. So pigment meaning that you're going to have a higher content of pigment, therefore getting you a fuller laydown of pigment and a very even, long-wearing formula. Really beautiful. It's exactly what you expect from Viseart. Each row is consistently created with the same undertone. And so that'll give you a variance of color that will go from the lightest to the deepest in shade, which is ideal for everything that you need for working with a global audience, as well as whether you're working to create base shades, contour, highlight, eyebrow, define, or intensify. Okay. The first row here, or should I say the first column are shades that are ideal for your base shadow. The second and the third are going to be ideal for your contour, or even some shades perfect for the eyebrow. Then you go into the fourth and fifth, and this is really ideal for shading. Or in the fifth, these are basically pure pigments that are really great for intensifying your shades, as well as for some of you who would like to do a little more transition or creative work. The sixth row, you'll find that the shades are very rich, very deep, and these are really ideal to be used wet or dry for either intense shading or definition. So what you really have is everything that you need from the lightest to the deepest, and then consistently from warm, neutral, you have your plums, you have your pinks into your purples, and then you have your whites, grays, into your deep blacks. So this really gives you a full range of color. This was limited edition last year, and due to its success, Viseart has decided to bring this back as a part of the core collection. So it's a little different than last year, but this one has been created in its classic Theory packaging, and it comes in a carton like this. Whereas this year, what you'll find with the special limited edition palette, this one is the Volume 2. So Volume 2, they're all hand numbered, and this is limited edition. This one comes with a portfolio case that helps to protect, and as I said, each one is hand numbered on the back. All right, let's talk a little bit about this palette here. What you'll find is these are 30 new shades broken into 6 new formulas. Each column gives you a new formula which offers you a different payoff of reflectivity as well as a different pigment payoff from sheer, medium to full. In your first column here, these are called the Crystalline Highlighters. You'll find they're great shades to be used, whether it's highlighting above the brow, the inner contour of the eye. You can use it down the bridge of the nose, the bow of the lip, or onto the cheek of the bone, and they're really quite beautiful. Your second column here, this is what we're calling the Prismatic Metallics. And the Prismatic Metallics have more of a medium to full payoff, and you'll find that there is a larger mica fleck in it. So it really gives a metallic, a new dimension of reflectivity and play, which is really beautiful. This is ideal to be used with a medium transformer, and we'll talk a little bit about this later on. Your third column here, these are your chromatic foils, and yes, I'm trying to remember exactly what these are called. So your chromatic foils basically go on and look like liquid metal, which is really quite beautiful. These can be used alone, dry, or they can also be used with a transformer to really intensify and amplify the finish. You have here, which is your fourth column. The fourth column is what we're calling the Lux Metallics. So these are everything you expect from the most rich, luxurious pigments, really dark, jewel-toned, lots of beautiful payoff, and lots of reflectivity. Now, what's really important for you to know is that within the chromatic foils, and then here in the Lux Metallics, there is no glitter, there's no particle. So these are great for someone who is looking for a little bit more of a classic form of reflectivity, just to give a little bit more of a soft finish to the eye area. Your fifth row is what they're calling the celestial duochromes. And the celestial duochromes, well, first of all, what is a duochrome? Duochrome is a reflective particle that has been color treated on both sides. So if you think about a butterfly's wing or a dragon's wing, it kind of has a play of color depending on how you catch it in the light. Well, the same thing goes into play here. So these duochromes are in more of a sheer to medium base, and that allows the light to travel through the product, therefore kind of bouncing off of the duochromes, giving you a little bit more, well, what we call color play. Once again, these can be used dry, or you can amplify them with your transformer to get a more intense, what I call a sci-fi play of color. Your last column here, these are called the glittering toppers, and these are very unique for Viseart. These are ideal, well, should I say, they've been created and ideal to be used with a medium transformer. And it really, whether you're working with the ESA medium transformer or one of the others from the Pro brands that are available, you'll find that this is a way to actually apply glitter and have it give you that reflectivity and stay in place. Now, for anyone who's ever played with any type of shadow with a little bit of glitter, there could be some fallout. And that's why we're recommending that you use it with a transformer to set and seal. Glitter is really fun, it's really in fashion right now. Makeup artists love to use it because it just gives a larger fleck, a larger chunk, a larger reflectivity. But of course, gravity is going to naturally have its way and will pull the weight of any type of fleck or mica down onto the cheek. And some of you love that because that really gives, you know, almost like that little fairy dust look. But for those of you who want a more of a clean, very pristine type of look, let's definitely utilize these with the medium transformer. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to get a little bit into swiping the shades so you can see them exactly how we work with them onto the arm and onto the eye. And then from there we'll be moving on to some makeup applications. So check back with us, and of course look below in the comments box for more information and details. Thank you very much.